Cold pressed juice is hot. Sorry, we had to. This method of extracting juice from fruits and veggies makes for an incredibly fresh taste, and places are selling it practically everywhere you look. But buying from a cold-pressed juice shop gets very expensive, very quickly. The solution? Do your own juicing at home. You could get an inexpensive citrus juicer, but that limits your options to lemons, limes, oranges, and the like. There are also centrifugal juicers, which can extract the juice from just about anything, by chopping it into tiny bits with a high-speed blade. But this heats up the juice, which can damage both nutrition and flavor. A cold-pressed juicer, aka a masticating juicer, is kind of the best of both worlds. It can make juice from all kinds of produce without sacrificing any freshness or taste. Let's start in this video top 5 best cold-pressed juicers. Number 1. The Amzchef might be no frills, but it's a solid choice for the money, especially if you're only looking to make a glass or two of juice at a time and don't have a lot of kitchen space to spare. It was able to take down all the ingredients we threw at it. We did have to push down pretty hard on carrots, but even they made it through. Although this juicer doesn't have any extra features, it performs its basic functionalities well. Our test juices all had fresh flavor and excellent texture. Very little pulp made it into the juices, but the downside to that is that a lot of juice stayed in the pulp. The Amzchef's yields were lower than its more expensive competition. We also lamented its lack of a drip-free spout, as we got sticky dribbles on the counter and base of the machine. Number 2. Juicing takes some time-consuming setup, so if you're going to do it, why not do a lot of it at once? The extra-large and super-powerful juice fountain cold is ideal for someone looking to make juice in bulk. Its pitcher, sealable for storage, holds 70 ounces, enough for the whole week or the whole family. We love how the extra-large feeding chute lets you add whole or mostly whole ingredients, and the 850-watt motor is far more powerful than competitors. We were impressed in testing by how quickly it produced juice. The construction feels sturdy and stable, and we found it particularly easy to assemble. This is not the best choice, though, to make one glass at a time. It did quite poorly with small batches of juice. The bottom of the bowl sits slightly below the spout and won't let first few ounces of liquid separate out. Number 3. Thanks to amazing results with all 4 of our tests, it wasn't hard to name this Omega model the best cold-pressed juicer overall. The juices tasted vibrant and were almost perfectly smooth. The pulp came out driest of all the machines and we got the second highest quantity of juice, meaning this is a very efficient machine, but it was still among the fastest working. The VSJ843QR is solidly built, with parts that fit together cleanly and enough weight to stay firmly in place while running. The vertical orientation gives it a fairly small countertop footprint, though the tall chute might not fit inside a cabinet. This juicer has plenty of power to take on tough ingredients, but you'll have to manually cut up many items before they go into the narrow chute. If you're a juice fan who's ready to invest in a cold press at home, it's a great choice. Number 4. Cold-pressed juicers are fairly pricey compared to the centrifugal kind, but Ninja's NeverClog offers great performance at a surprisingly low cost. It was powerful enough to crush carrots, kale, ginger, and apples with no issues in testing, and we were impressed with how easy it was to feed everything in. Juice yields were good with everything except carrots, where the Ninja left a lot of liquid in the pulp. It's extremely lightweight, which makes moving and storing it easier than the more cumbersome machines on our list of faves. The NeverClog name is indeed accurate. We never had to stop or reverse the motor mid-juicing, and a trip through the dishwasher was sufficient to remove any bits of pulp from all the parts, except the motor base, which you can wipe off with a sponge. For fans of chunkier orange or pineapple juices, there are separate high and low pulp inserts that let you choose your texture, too. This machine is just slow. It took twice as long as luxury cold press models to extract slightly less juice. If you don't want to pay an arm and a leg for a heavy-duty machine, the Ninja could be a great choice. Number 5. If you're making a glass of fresh juice for breakfast every day, you're probably going to spend a lot of time rinsing, scrubbing, and brushing all of your juicer's many parts. Not so much with the Hurom H101. It eschews screens in favor of a special grooved filter that effectively removes pulp, and the spouts and chamber both have features to help ensure nothing sticks. You can't put any of this juicer's parts in the dishwasher, but you also won't need to, as a dip in warm water was all they required in testing. The Hurom H101 also produced some of the tastiest carrot orange and strawberry pineapple juices in the lab, thanks to its slow rotation and gentle squeezing. It struggled, however, with green juice. It didn't effectively extract liquid from kale, and bits of leaves wound up in the finished drink. Overall, this machine is quiet and sturdy, and it requires minimal pre-juicing prep work. The easy clean design makes it a time saver, and it made excellent juices, though it struggled with leafy stuff. It's on the expensive side, but if you're a fan of non-green juices it might be the model for you.
Thanks for watching.